Hello traders, really low volume today, so not a lot to talk about, so I will proceed with speed. I talked about, in the Traders Roundtable, I talked about the need to be addicted to planning rather than addicted to winning. And what I meant by that is, just basic support and resistance is just fundamental, and yet I still find a certain number of people, a certain number of traders that just don't do it. Okay, so this is preparation that I've done on the Dow on an hourly chart. You can see if I pull back, you can see where this trend line has come from. Excuse me, my voice is going a bit. This low here, these lows here. This was a massive bull flag. There's the flag pole, and here's the flag. All the lows got bought, and now we bust up on non-farm payroll, and today we hit the breakout area non-farm payroll, and we just, with so little volume, we just got trapped in this tiny range. I did a couple of trades in oil, one stop out and one I'm still in. This is the 16-minute chart again. I thought this was going to hold here, so I bought down here on the August contract and then into the open. A couple of hours of higher closes, but we ran up just above 104 and then pulled right back to 103.20, I think it was. So I bought another position back down here with a tight stop. So the reason why I'm doing this is because if you look at the daily, admittedly it's a lower close, but this, I'm seeing a lot of support down here. We've got low RSI, we haven't got extreme RSI, and the stochastic momentum is potentially going to turn here. But I'm just doing a couple of small trades. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. If it doesn't work out, I will then revisit these lower levels. Anything from 100 to 102 is a potential area for this to come down and yank itself up to. But if it doesn't, then I will just leave it. It's not been a great one. Ran up here into invents and then sold. So just a couple of nice shorts in there, and I'm just looking to see if this is going to bottom. Because if you do end up, if you can pick the bottoms, you do get rewarded well. This spent a few days just bottoming and ran. This spent 2 or 3 days just finding a bottom and ran. So it could be I'm just a little early. So I will just keep tabs for that and then revisit that. So in such a low volume day, we've had a close below this high. So this is the very least. This is shaky. Very little data tomorrow at FOMC in the second half of the US trading session on Wednesday. So I think a lot of traders are just looking out for that and sitting on the sidelines or just not even at their desks. Bear in mind we are sort of mid-summer holidays, schools are already breaking up, etc., etc. And so we've got divergent RSI here, and this momentum indicator is beginning to dip. So this could be it. We could have put a short-term high in there. So what I would start to do is I would look to see if we can get back to Sunday's open. So I would set an alert for Sunday's open and see if we come back to test that, and then see if that's worth shorting. On the daily chart, this touch down here at the low is the daily 8, which we've held. So any market that holds the daily 8 is still bullish. Okay, so I'm expecting another day or so at least of consolidation, and then I want to see if we're going to break the highs and run, or if we are going to retrace. and these are fib levels, so we could be heading for 17,150, 17,004 and 17,500 if we hold this and can move sideways. Otherwise, I think we'll drift lower, and then we just need to get short if we come under this 17,000. Okay, so like I said, not a lot to talk about in the rest of the markets. Very similar pattern for the pound yen, with pound data at 9:30 UK time tomorrow. Pound US held up better, but that's very sideways, trapped in a range. I have an alert set for, as you can see, for the 640, 650 area here on the euro, because retesting the underside of that trend line would fill a gap and potentially lead that into the next leg down. I'm looking for this to kiss 50 EMA after this breakdown and then roll over. That's probably one of my favourite trades at the moment. Euro yen, sitting on a lot of support. That's the daily 200 just around about the close there. So we are certainly in an apex, and whichever way we break out of this apex, I think will give us direction. So if I put the triangle at the top there, pull it back, and you can see there's the apex. So if we come up and hit that resistance 139, 140, we could just roll over. Otherwise, cruise through that, and we just need to buy pullbacks. But in the meantime, that is not the kind of chart I want to engage with. I want to stay away. Gold, the lows are still getting bought. So 1312 got bought today. And this is a typical bullish consolidation. Massive move. You can see the moving averages, the 50 and the 200 beginning to come together. So this consolidation could be over. These dips have definitely, the lows of that area there got bought. So that's a low risk, good probability entry. FTSE came off today. And that's significant. That's a big fall. So I will set an alarm for, I think that's Friday's low. To see if I can. That's completely engulfed Thursday's bar, so Friday's bar. So the FTSE is extremely weak. We are just above the daily 8, but that is extremely weak. Okay. Stocks. And the stocks I like are, I think, so PTEN, Patterson, that is a short. If we get a retest of, I would go 35, 55. That looks done. A lot of these stocks look done. Schlumberger, I would leave Schlumberger alone. Let's target, let's leave that alone. Parker Drilling. So PTEN is the only oil stock I like on the short side. I like this on the short side. Skyworks Solutions, SWKS. I've got a gap right the way down here. This looks overcooked and ready to come off. And so I would wait for a pullback to 47.65 with stop above 48.62 to see if this one can start to come down here. Okay, I'll leave it there for the moment and see you on the next update.